Hi guys, I'm back. So I'm going to give you guys an update on what I've been up to over the last 2-3 months, and I'm going to talk a little bit about the van and also what's coming up, because there's a few different things that are going to be pretty impactful. So I'm going to catch you guys up on all that, but what I'm going to do is do that while I'm going on this road trip to Vancouver with my buddy. He just sold his van, so we're going to Vancouver so he can buy his new rig. So he's basically without a home. Anyways, it's going to be a fun trip going into Vancouver, and I'll just share, bring you guys along on that, show you some of Vancouver, and also just catch you guys up and just talk about what's going on. Yeah, so we got to hit the road. We're going to catch the Hulu ferry here in Nanaimo over to Vancouver and then just spend the day over there. All right guys, I'm gonna just do this in piecemeal fashion, so if you want to hang out, hear what's going on, hear what's coming up, let's go. First things first, coffee. I don't want to make one here in the van just because everything's kind of scrambled around. Yeah, so I'm gonna get a coffee, hook up with Ricardo. We're gonna head to the ferry, and yeah, I'll pick up from there. We're here. We're gonna go check in, but first we're gonna check out this cool Hulu sign. So is it Hulu or hello?
Julio. Who won?
Yes! It's Hulu! Official. Hulu. Hulu?
Hello, that's what it is.
Oh, okay, so the HU is from the hull of a boat, so it's hello.
We got it settled.
Hello.
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 It was Hulo.
Hulo?
Hello.
Hello.
It's like hello, hello,
Yeah.
hull,
Hello.
hello.
It's really hot. Okay, we're gonna be boarding soon. Here we go.
Like 5 steps.
Here we go. Bye, Dan. So weird to leave my van. I'll be back tonight. I miss her already. No, I'm good. Wow. Snazzy. We're the very first ones in because Ricardo booked us on business class. So we get all the perks. Pretty cool. Hi. Thank you.
1A, 1B, the very front. A and B. Enjoy.
Thank you. What do you think?
Oh my god, I love it.
It's like a total recliner. This is fun. Fun, eh?
Yeah. Man. I'm too excited.
Fancy, fancy. I want to start talking and tell you guys about what's going on, but I can't. I'm going to enjoy this ferry ride, and then I'll catch up with you guys in Vancouver. Tell the people about your new... What's it like to have no home?
Oh my god, it's scary. Especially when I deposited the funds for it. They put them on hold automatically, and I had to
How
get a
long
hold.
has it been since you've had a home?
A day.
12 hours.
12 hours. I'm homeless for 12 hours till I buy my new van.
You homeless hobo?
But the worst part is I had to give my dog Sushi. I have to give her to a friend for 2 days. And it's the first time in 3 years that she's without me for 2 days. And the sad part is she is really having a blast. Ooh.
Oh, snacks. Thank you. Oh, here comes the drinks.
Here comes the drink. Take a Pepsi, thank you so much.
Oh, bubbly.
Oh, you can feel the speed. Look
Definitely. Thank you so much.
at this. That's so fast.
Snacks.
Can you feel it?
Wow. This is pretty cool. pictures. Guys, there's a whale. Where is it?
It's right there, of that. Oh, there again.
I saw.
Do you see that?
That is the first time I've seen a whale while I'm on the ferry.
Were you able to get it on camera?
I don't know. I'm gonna check.
We should do the whale watching thing.
We're here.
That woman got so. Anyways, welcome to Vancouver, people. Now we're gonna take an Uber taxi to go where we need to go. And I don't know where we need to go. We need to go to the van place with the peasants, which we usually peasants. So today we're not. Today we're royalty.
Oh my god.
Oh, they didn't told me I had to fucking climb a mountain to get out of here.
Oh, this is funny. Oh, feel that
I'm
burn.
sweating.
Feel the burn.
Work out.
Oh yeah.
Well, at least we're not pulling a suitcase. That's good.
Well, because I worked my legs yesterday,
Yeah.
so they're burning. Wow. This is memories. I used to work out at this gym. Club 16. I used to work out here. That's crazy. Club 16. It's actually an amazing gym. As you're working out on the treadmill, this is pretty intense. Still have a workout. It's Ricardo's new rig, I think. He's just still negotiating. So this is a really, really cute little area of Vancouver. We finally got out of that crazy downtown. Oh, it's too intense for me, even for that, whatever, an hour. So anyways, he's gonna take his little rig, not little, it's a box truck converted into a van. It's actually pretty cool. All right, guys, we are on our way out of Vancouver. Ricardo's bought his rig, but I might do a van tour of his rig just because it's super cool and I'm like actually in love with this whole style. But anyways, we're going through downtown Vancouver, thankfully. This place is way too big for me.
Yeah.
And we're heading to North Van to have dinner with another van life friend. And then Ricardo and I are hopping on the ferry back to Vancouver Island, but our day is not going to end for what? Several more hours, eh?
Oh yeah, we're gonna be
Hot and congested, and like these people are. This is not my vibe. This is not my vibe. It's not my jam. Hey, why is this light on? Anyway, guys, this whole video is supposed to be my update. So I don't know how I'm gonna work this out, where that's gonna fit in, but I just wanted to add all this fun day trip into this video. I hope you guys are enjoying it. But I'm going to, at some point, just do the sit down and talk to you guys. So beautiful, hey?
It's beautiful, hey?
Okay guys, I'm back from the mainland, back on Vancouver Island. It was a really long trip. We didn't get back, or I didn't actually get into my van to go to sleep until past midnight. So that's fine. Ricardo has his new rig. It's perfect for him. He's so happy. I'm happy for him. And he's excited about fixing it up because it's a box truck that's been converted to a camper, essentially. So, you know, he's gonna do some things to make it his own. I am going to put his YouTube channel, and I think he has Instagram and TikTok. He's got all the socials. So I'll put that on there. You can go check out his other van and sort of follow him as he builds out this new rig of his. Didn't get a chance to talk about this, what the purpose of this video is, which is my life update, the van update, kind of over the course of a year. So we're just going to get into it right now. Okay, guys, so if you're new to my channel, my name is Deborah. I have been living in a vehicle for over a year. June 15th was my first night living in a vehicle, and we're now coming near to the end of July. So I started out living in a vehicle in my Ford Fiesta, and I've documented that whole journey. So if you guys are interested in seeing how I lived in the car and how I functioned and just how my life living in a tiny little car, I have all that documented. So I won't go too much into that here. And then I've been living in my minivan, my 2016 Chrysler Town & Country minivan, since the end of October 2024. So what's that, 8 months or so that I've been living here in the van. And the first 4 months, maybe 6, I guess, I built this van out. It's a build. It's not a no build. I built it with a lot of 2x4s, some plywood, and I put a floor in. There's lots of storage. You know, I've done a lot of work to the van. I absolutely love it. So, and I've also documented all that journey. So if you guys want to see, if you're interested in seeing what I built and how I built it, and just kind of how I've transitioned from living in a car to living in a minivan and now just living, right? So after I finished building out the minivan, which was 3 months ago, I guess, it was just weird. I'm not sure how to explain what happened, but like it stopped, right? The build was pretty much done. I had gone from working on inside the van for, I don't know, 6 to 8 hours a day to just not having that thing. And then there was a bunch of other things going on, and I'm kind of picking up from where I left off in my very last video, which was, so I went through this weird, difficult time and was restless. I was really restless. And so what I was doing was just kind of, traveling up and down Vancouver Island. I would get somewhere and I was restless, really. So I needed to do a refresh, kind of like a recalibrate. And I was going to take you guys along on that process, but I needed to do it on my own. I needed to go through it all and come out the other side. And for me, sometimes that process is messy. And yeah, I just didn't want to share that part because I didn't even know how, first of all. So anyways, what I did was in June, I went on an epic road trip. So I left Vancouver Island in the van, went up north and spent some time with my family, which is awesome. And then from there, I went, took about 3 weeks to a month. I left northern BC, went through the Okanagan, all through the Kootenays. And then I actually backtracked in the Kootenays. I spent about 2 weeks there, maybe. And then back in through the Okanagan. And then I just woke up and I'm like, yeah, it's time to go back home. I call the island home. So I just came back, and the trip did me so much good. Still, when I got back, I still was like disoriented. Like I just didn't know what to focus on. The van was built out. I did end up doing a couple more little things to the van, which I'm going to show you guys or talk about it. And then I'm going to do a complete van tour coming up soon. Yeah, so I tinkered away on little things, and I was helping my friend. Just not really having a focus, you know what I mean? And that's not good for me. It's, I have a busy mind and I need to have an outlet. So I'm still in the process of coming up with that, but at the very least, I wanted to get back on my channel, it up, because this is life living in a vehicle, right? Okay, living in a vehicle for over a year, best thing that ever happened to me. I know that's weird. Because here's what I believe is that the process of manifestation for me is not smooth, right? I know I want something, or it's like, take a concept like freedom, and you want that and you want that and you want that. Well, it manifests in a way that's does that, and yeah, I don't want to mumble this up with too much of that, but that's my belief system. So even though the start of my journey, you know, living in a vehicle and the financial aspects of that process, it was challenging, but I was happy. Like at the end of the day, I felt happy. I had the freedom that I was looking for. I felt so free. I could go anywhere. But it was still an adjustment. You know, if you watch my car life videos, you could see that it was a huge adjustment. Once I got into my van life, like general life in a van has been amazing. Like I love my van so much. I put a lot of thought into the build out and the aesthetics and just how I function. And I am 1,000% so happy with my van life, with, you know, all aspects of living in a van. And the thing is, it's not always easy. There are definitely challenging things, and it would be like that in any situation. If I wanted to, you know, whatever, live in a boat, you've always got obstacles, and that's what learning is about. Because we can't learn or grow when things are good, calm, relaxing, right? And so I have learned a lot. I have grown a lot. I have experienced a lot, and I treasure this experience. So that's where I'm at. A little bit more than a year into my vehicle, into van life, minivan life, living in a vehicle, van dweller, all the things. I am in my groove, 1,000%. So over the span of the past 3 months, or maybe it's going on 4, I don't know. I'm going to talk to you guys about some of the major changes that have gone on. So one of the biggest changes that has happened in the last 3 or 4 months is I no longer have my storage unit. That was such an amazing release. I had my storage unit for a year, I guess, and I needed it when I was living in my car. I felt like it was essential, and I think it was. I think there's no way I could have had everything I needed in my car at that time. So it was served a need and a purpose. And so, but when I transitioned into my van, it still was essential because I had somewhere to put the wood and I could transfer things back and forth. You know, I built my van out, not in a shop. Just, I lived in my van as I was building it out. So I had to have somewhere to put my stuff. And yeah, so my storage unit served me well. And then I started to go there less and less. After I finished the build, I didn't need to go as often. Anyways, I finally made the decision, or I started contemplating, can I live without the storage unit? And a lot of the stuff that was in there was just stuff. And I was living without it just fine, like a lot of it. So like I had so I've been living in a vehicle, a super small one, and then now my van, and I have my clothes, you know, that I cycle through and clothes situate. But in my storage unit, I had 2 huge bins, and I didn't, you know, once in a while I would go and kind of switch things out or whatever, but I don't need 2 bins of clothes plus the clothes that I have here in my van. So I made the decision to get rid of my storage unit, and I just sold everything. Like I just put it on Facebook Marketplace, basically gave most of it away. And that was it. The day I closed that was the day where I felt a level of freedom that I hadn't felt, even though, you know, for me, this is really about freedom. It was around that time that I decided I'm hitting the road. I didn't have anything that was anchoring me here other than my mail, which I don't really get a lot of snail mail anymore, but I still have that because, you know, I have a mailing address. So anyway, so after I released that, shut the door, I think it was not even a few days past that I just took off. That this whole year has been a big, huge transition, but a good one. Everything about it was good. Even the really, really, really hard stuff I value and I am grateful for, because I've grown a lot in a lot of ways. So I will, you know, no matter what happens going forward, if I go into a bigger vehicle or whatever, I have this year for me has been one of the most precious times of my life, and I will never forget the stuff I've done over this past year. And yeah, it's been pretty special. So no more storage unit, gone. The next big thing that has kind of gone down with my van is she has a name. Yeah, and it just happened organically. I'm gonna do a tour. I'll just tell you guys, because when I do my tour, I'll also reveal the name there. But anyways, her name is Girl, right? And what happened was, every time I got in, I would get in and be like, come on, girl, let's go. Or, you know, if I was in a really happy day, I'd be like, hey, girl, hey. So after a while, just keep calling her Girl in that sense. I was like, oh yeah, that's her name, Girl. More about that in the video, but so she has a name. Her name is Girl. All right. Another huge thing is the front passenger seat is gone. I took the front seat out, which was really challenging. It took 3 people. Thank you, Jim and Ricardo. Those guys worked really hard. It was really complex. So we got the seat out, and now I have built something here in that space. I'm going to show you guys that in my van tour. But I love it. Everything. I have so much more storage, and yeah, so that was a big thing to get rid of as well, and I love it. Love. And it's so much easier now for me to get in and out of the driver's seat, which is great for my stealth camping. So yeah, super comfortable. What else? Yeah, and then I've made some minor things. I've put some, I've upgraded my window covers, and I'll show you guys that. Basically, I just put, you know, a cover, wallpaper. This is wallpaper. So it changes the whole vibe of the van, especially at night. I don't know if I'll be able to show you guys that. At least, I don't know if in the van tour, but at some point you'll see. And I also have a new light that I'll show you guys in the van tour. And I also have some new appliances. I am completely reliant on my solar system, and I love that. It's a whole nother different learning curve, and I'm always like cognizant about that. You know, power is always an issue, but the fridge, I run the fridge completely off my solar power system, and I got an air fryer. I run that off the solar system. I also have I have a couple more appliances. I'll show you guys. I have like a hand blender, and I have an actual like Ninja blender, single serve ones. So I'm like got everything I need. So also too, like my routines, you know, sleeping, dressing, cooking, you know, hygiene, all those kinds of things is completely down pat. Like it's just a normal part of life. And but what I do know is that it takes me a long time to do everything. Sometimes it, you know, depending on what's going on in the van, it can take me the entire day. Like because I get in these modes where I want to cook or do things like that, domestic type things. And because of the way the van is set up, it takes me all day, but it's worth it, and it's gratifying because when I can cook things, it's another way of, I like to, you know, it's like creative. So, but they're down pat, you know, and it just flows. My life really flows. It just takes a long time. So, and that can be frustrating too. Plus I'm super clean and I'm super organized. So it's not like, you know, I spend a lot of time upkeeping my van because it makes me feel good and happy and content and stuff like that. So a lot of that, you know, extra work takes time, but it's worth it for me because this is how I like to live. Clean, tidy, organized, all that stuff. Yeah, so I talked a little bit about sleep spots, and still, you know, my favorite place to park, like for sleep, is campgrounds. You know, I don't do it often, so it is a treat, just because right now, especially in the summertime, they're packed solid. So, you know, and I don't even really like it because it's so packed. It's not serene. It's kids screaming and having fun. It's a fun environment, but usually when I go to a campground, it's because I want quiet and peace, and that's not what it is right now. So, and then I would say my worst sleep spot that I can imagine is a parking lot. I don't do it often. I have done it. It's just not, doesn't feel natural for me. I would rather sleep in a, you know, on a side street or something like that, even a rest stop, because I just don't like parking lots. I don't know. It's just not my thing. I know a lot of people who that's all they do is sleep in parking lots, and you know, it's just not my thing. My normal is stealth camping at, you know, when I'm in the city, is side streets, or, you know, I have little secret spots. And when I'm up island, up north, I sleep at rest stops, usually, mostly because there's quite a few up there and they're really safe, and I know them and I know a lot of the people, or the familiar. And then, yeah, so that's basically that. I've, you know, enjoyed the community here on Vancouver Island. I didn't get a chance to go to the last van life meetup because I was out in the Kootenays, but there is another one coming up that I'm going to go to for sure. It's way out in the bush, and yeah, so I'm looking forward to that one. Okay, so I'll just talk about moving forward now that life is copacetic. Let's change it up. Nothing major. So I do want to do some upgrades in the van, and I'll show you that, I think, when I do my van tour. But basically, it's just I want some cupboards, a cupboard up in the front kitchen area, and then I'm going to kind of do a revision of my bed layout and incorporate some more storage up in my bed area. I haven't even come to a conclusion with that, but it's in the, you know, it's brewing. So, and I think I'm going to enjoy those changes, but I haven't, like I said. So that's moving forward what I would like to do. Also, I'm super happy with my solar system, but perhaps an upgrade, you know, a perk would be to change. I have two 100-watt solar panels, and maybe get one 400-watt solar panel would be awesome. Another thing that I would love to get is a swing out trailer hitch. I would really love to have a bike, you know, but I would need a trailer hitch, and to get the trailer hitch, I don't even have a hitch. So yeah, so that would be a big investment, but something that I think I would really, I would enjoy it. It would also give me a little bit more storage, and yeah. And the perk of all perks, I would love to get an air conditioner. I know how to keep cool in the summer now. It was hard when I was in the car, but now I know where to park. I mean, it's still hot. I feel like the only thing that is hard about the heat in the summer is the fridge and the compressor. It kicks on quite a bit. You know, my fridge works hard, and just worried about power and comfort, because the thing with the summer in my van is I need the sun. I need to be in the sun because my solar panels are like right at the top of the van. So I need to be getting sun, but then the price I pay is that it's so hot. But I do have my little fan, and this little fan, it's been amazing. I don't know, I spent $10-15 on that. Yeah, so you know, what I have my eye on is the EcoFlow Wave 3, I think it is. Super expensive, it's crazy expensive, but I have a spot for it, and it just, yeah, it would be a fun perk bonus thing to my life. So I'm definitely going to be doing more videos on the regular. I'm not going to commit to a routine, because I just need my creativity to flow naturally right now, and just do it when it feels right. But and also I think there's going to be another epic road trip coming up, which I will bring you guys along for, because that was really fun. Really, there were parts of it that were really fun, but then there was this other part of it that I needed to have privacy, and yeah. Oh, there is a major thing coming up, and that is, and I've alluded to this, but I'm just going to tell you guys, and I'm still trying to make the decision of how I'm going to deal with it, because it's a big thing. So I will be getting new teeth. It's been years that I've been waiting to have this happen. I call them my new teeth. They're also known, I think, as dentures, but I'm not using that term. I don't know, it just doesn't fit with me. Yeah, so new teeth are coming, and I'm just waiting for the surgery date. And so what is going to happen with that is, I met with my denturist and we went over all my options. And a lot of people, when they get a full set of new teeth, denturist makes, they take the teeth out and then you put the dentures in. And I thought for sure I had to do that. Yeah, my denturist convinced me that by waiting, having the teeth removed, letting the gums heal, and then fitting the dentures, and I would have way more opportunity to change things, because they do a wax impression before I get the permanent new teeth. So that's what I've chosen to do. And that's why I was like, okay, I'm not going to have my old teeth for probably 3 weeks, And the thing is, I'm so excited to have it done. I've been waiting, and I have a whole medical situation with my mouth and my teeth and my gums, and yeah, it's really complex. So I'm excited to get it done. I did talk to my denturist, and he would be amenable to me documenting that part of the journey. I don't know if you guys are interested, if it's something that would go over well, but anyways, I have that option. And also, I wanted to tell you guys, because I didn't want to be like, here's one video with this, and then all of a sudden the next video comes up and I have this whole new face, because I think it's going to change how I talk and different things like that. So I'm excited about it, and I just wanted to let you guys know, because I don't know how I'm going to deal with the 3 or 4 weeks in between. Obviously it's going to be weird, but anyways, that's what's coming up. That's going to be a big change, because it's going to change my face and the way I talk and all that stuff. So anyways, yeah, you guys let me know if you want to come along on that journey. I may just document it and then decide later, that kind of thing. But yeah, so that is all of these updates, guys. I am so glad to be back and connecting with you. Also, thank you so much to you guys who reached out and sent me comments and emails and just messages to say, hey, Deborah, you okay? All that kind of stuff. So thank you so much, guys. That stuff touches me. And I also gained some subscribers during that time. So thank you so much, guys, if you subscribed while I wasn't even really doing much. I do appreciate it. And you're going to get a whole new moving forward videos from me. Thank you to all my subscribers. You guys are awesome. I love you guys, and I will be back soon with my car tour, or my van tour. yeah, so I'll be back soon with my van tour. If you guys like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more content from me, hit that subscribe button, and I will see you guys soon.